Welcome to the Abyss Garden. So this is gonna be a tiny update video regarding our deck builder, the deck builder for Mind Worlds. So we created it a few weeks back, based on some advice from Sesji, the person behind Mobimon, and soon to arrive a new card game. But basically, the idea was to have all of our cards available at one place, and to be able to create decks with all these cards. So we already had a place in our initial website where you could access all the cards, but I kind of wanted to have a way to create decks a bit more simpler. So here, as you can see, you have all the cards from the second set, so you have 81 cards. And if you look at the top right, you have it's a button where basically you can change from the different sets of the game. And so the idea of this deck builder is that as you click on a card, you're gonna see at the top of the website, it's gonna slowly increment the cards into your deck. So you can't have more than 4 copies of every card. So if you look, for example, at the first 4 ones, if I try to click more, I can't have more duplicates of this card. There's a total of 36 cards to make a deck. If you click on the cards on the deck, you can remove them. So that's the initial really simple features that we had for this deck builder, where basically you just add your cards like that. What we added recently is first of all a way to zoom on them. So when you right click on a card, no matter where, you're going to be able to see it way more clearly, which, yeah, it's definitely something that we needed for this deck builder. And there's a few other features that we added recently. So there was quite a lot of, bug crushing that had to be done. Because it's a really simple tool, but it still was a bit challenging to create efficiently. So let's say we want to create, let's actually make a deck that makes a bit more sense. So I'm gonna remove all of them, and let's create, what do we want? Let's create a green and blue deck. Yeah, let's create a terror and amazement deck. We're gonna create one that cares about counters, so we're gonna take these ones, we're gonna take these. Let's see, from the first set we have some good cards that care about counters. We are gonna take 2 of these, 1 of these. This could be useful. And we are gonna add a few greens. Some apprehension cards. Let me see. I'm gonna try to do it a bit fast. This is a useful one. This is pretty strong. We might want this one for the end of the game. Yeah. What else could we want? Let me see. Maybe a few more blue ones. Maybe another intense one like that. And we add a few of these. Maybe this fluff, or this one is also useful. And yeah, let's do it like that. So once you made your deck, once you have your full list here, now what you can do, you see this button. If you click on it, it's gonna show you all these reduced images. So basically what we did is that now you see all these 4 images on top, and this one, the 5th. They are, how do we call that? Print sheets. So basically they are made so that you can, basically when you click on one of them, it's gonna allow you to download it. So we are gonna download it here. And let's have a look at it, so I can show you what it looks like in its real size. Loading a bit. I'm recording the screen, so it's a bit slower. So yeah, so basically you arrive with this, which allows you to then print it on your printer and to create some proxies of the deck. So it's super practical if you want to directly test a deck and you don't have all the cards you want to play it physically. So now you have a way to print proxies at home and to directly create your deck, print it, and directly play. And the other feature, so you can download all of them. Maybe I'm gonna do a tiny test print to show you how they look. I guess I'm gonna download them all afterwards. And you also have this. So if you look at the bottom, you have this huge image that contains all the cards in your deck. And that's basically an image that you can, well, first of all, you could show it on the Discord. We have a Discord where you can show off your deck text. But it's also an image that, I'm gonna try to show it to you. It's also an image that you can export on Tabletop Simulator. And when you do that, basically it's gonna create your deck, it's gonna add it to Tabletop Simulator, so you don't have to get all the cards and create your deck directly on the game. You can instead go to this deck builder, you create your deck, you save this image, and you import it on Tabletop Simulator, and then you will have your full deck. I'm gonna probably show you that in a moment. And in order to do that, so you need this image, but you also need the card back, that's why it's here, as part of the options of what you need to download. And so, in order to export your new deck on Tabletop Simulator, you're gonna need both of these. So I'm gonna show you that in a second. So we are back. Now we're into Tabletop Simulator, in the mode for Mind Worlds. And I'm gonna show you how you can import the deck that you just created from the deck builder into the game. So in order to do that, you have to go to Objects, Components, and then you're gonna go create a custom deck. So Objects, Component, Custom Deck. Then you place it somewhere, doesn't really matter. And now you're gonna see this tiny box that will ask you to fill a few elements. So first we are gonna select the face, which is the image with all the cards that you downloaded from the deck builder. Then we are gonna, so it's gonna ask you whether you want it cloud or local. Here I'm just gonna choose local because I'm not gonna play with somebody else on this instance. So you upload the face, now you're gonna upload the back. So the back, same, is the one that you downloaded from the deck builder. And then you're gonna have these three elements, which is the width, the height, and the number. So the width is basically how many cards there is horizontally in the image. So here we have 10. For the height is how many cards there is vertically. So for the image that you download from the deck builder, these numbers are 10 and 4. And finally the number is the number of cards that are in the image. So you should always use these three numbers, 10, 4 and 36, and then you just have to click import. So my computer is a bit slow because of the recording, so we are gonna see how well it works. So here we see, first of all, that the back worked. Now I'm just gonna rotate the cards a bit. We are gonna flip the deck and see if we do have all the cards we want. I mean, we are not gonna go through the 36 cards, but basically that's how it works. So here, since we didn't shuffle it, we should have them by order. So up here we have the... Oh, it's such a struggle when I record. Okay, that's good. So yeah, basically you have all the cards in order, and so then you can just shuffle your deck and get playing. And now I guess I'm gonna print some of the cards with my printer and show you how it looks. So I printed the first sheet. My printer is only black and white, so that's a bit unfortunate. But basically that's what it looks like when it's printed. So it's almost exactly the size of the cards that if you were to buy them on the Game Crafter. And then what you can do is simply to cut the cards and then put them into sleeves with some carton behind or another card so that they keep their sturdiness, and then you can directly play with them. So here I just put some other Mind Worlds cards behind. Hop. And then yeah, that's pretty much how it works. It's pretty easy. You just have to create your deck, you print the cards, and you can play them. So what's coming next for the deck builder is gonna be probably to try to create a search system in which you can search the cards by their keywords or by their type or emotion. And otherwise, I guess we are gonna see what's needed. But I hope this video was interesting. I hope you give the deck builder a try. And I would be really interested in seeing what kind of deck you come up with. Feel free to join the Discord and have a nice day.